Creating an inclusive workplace for gay and lesbian people remains a thorny issue in some sectors. Organizations advocating for the rights of LGBTQIA+ members believe companies must go beyond the surface level. Olwethu Twalo identifies as a gay man and says it hasn't been easy for him as a queer employee. He once lost his job fighting for inclusivity in the workplace and says more work still needs to be done.
To be quite honest with you, there's a lot of work that still needs to happen in corporate South Africa because, for instance, even when you are completing a form, certain forms are not inclusive. So there's a lot of transformation. I know of people, my friends and myself, who've gone through certain challenges and experiences in the corporate world because we belong in the rainbow community. So there's a lot of education and transformation work that still needs to happen. And in certain spaces, people don't even recognize that you belong to the community. They operate with a man and a female, and that's it.
Numerous complaints by members of the LGBTQIA+ community have been lodged with the Human Rights Commission.
The South African Human Rights Commission continues to receive a number of complaints from various workplaces, including state institutions as well as private institutions, where members of the LGBTQI+ communities continue to face discrimination, harassment. They continue to suffer from pay gap. In extreme cases, there are instances of bullying and violence. We also find that there are a number of institutions where the dress code continues to be heteronormative, therefore discriminating against queer employees. At the Human Rights Commission, the discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation continues to be pervasive despite progressive laws. We continue to receive a number of complaints, members of these committees not being hired, being asked very unfair questions in the recruitment processes, not being promoted, being stereotyped.
Stereotypes about gay and lesbian people are said to be causing divisions in the workplace. Thabiso Tladi identifies as a gay man with gender pronouns of he and him. The communication specialist couldn't be happier that his current work is gay-friendly. He can also show up as himself and has no restrictions.
My experience as a gay person is that where I'm currently working at, it's very friendly, it's gay friendly, and they accommodate people of different sexes, identities, even with their facilities inside the building where you happen to work. There is gender neutral bathrooms, so it also serves as a education within the LGBTQI people and people of any identities. So the gender pronouns, I think that will be a challenge in a way that they don't know how they need to address you as a person in the basis of if maybe they need to ask, are you a he or are you a she, and sometimes they don't know. So those are the challenges that still need to be educated amongst colleagues.
Organizations advocating for the rights of LGBTQIA+ communities say it's important for companies to have healthy working spaces.
We talk about creating inclusive workplaces for LGBTQI people. We must go beyond surface level gestures. It's not just about being seen, but it's about feeling safe, valued, and supported without feeling the need to dilute who we are or the need to make ourselves more palatable in order to fit in. It requires that companies have more than policies on paper, but they instead need to have real protections against discrimination, affirming pronouns, gender neutral facilities, health benefits that include queer and trans needs, and also have consistent and continuous training that will address the biases and deepen understanding. Inclusion must be rooted in justice and must be rooted in human rights. The truth is, many queer people still feel unsafe or unsupported at work, and some even hide who they are just to keep their jobs.
As the South African Human Rights Commission, we have recently finalize a diversity and sensitization manual. That manual is intended to assist workplaces, universities, sports associations, and all sectors of society to promote inclusive workplaces. At the core of this is not only preventing discrimination and prohibiting marginalization, it's also about positive equality. And here we talk about the need to promote critical diversity. So words like inclusion, words like accommodation are problematic in this instance. It's not only about including, diverse people of diverse sexualities. It's not only about accommodating them. It's really dismantling attitudes and policies that discriminate people.
Continuous educational programs and awareness campaigns in workplaces about LGBTQIA plus community have been highlighted as one of the main steps to inclusivity. Refile Mekwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.